Hey, welcome back to some more Dune Imperium Digital. This is Bludgeon, and I've got another game of Ranked Rise of Ix coming at you. But before we jump in, I wanted to ask a question, because now that Ranked is out, I feel like I'm going to be playing more games, and I kind of want to know how many games you, the viewer, are actually interested in watching. I don't want to overload the audience here, so but I'd be curious to get your feedback. So if you wouldn't mind, pop on over to the community tab on my YouTube channel, and I put up a poll there. I'd just be really interested to see what people say in terms of how many games they feel like they want to watch every week. All right, well, with that, let's jump straight into a game of Ranked. Let me get into that queue. All right, we are in the queue. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you're enjoying this. Okay, here we are. We've got a game on. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to be player 2, so I'm going to be third to pick. Let's take a quick look at the Imperium row here. Okay, some low-cost stuff. Jameis, Imperial Spy, Bene Gesserit Sister. 3 different factions having a pretty low-cost card is interesting. And then a couple of one-costers here. Looking at the text, we got Wind Traps, Sonic Snoopers, and Shuttle Fleet. Let's see. You know, I haven't played Leto in a while. Let's see how Leto does in Rise of Ix. Let's give him a shot. Going up against all Rise of Ix leaders here. So we've got the only original leader, as well as the only like actual real Dune character. These are all not real Dune characters. Not that I care, really, but just thematically interesting to note. All right, so we've got Balawar on Tessia Vernius. Cold Snow on Elisa Ikaz, and Yuelan on Prince Romber Vernius. All right, he goes for an early still suit, so I think I've got kind of a weird hand here. Only diplomacy and daggers are able to be played. So that's a little bit rough. Part of it kind of makes me want to go to tech negotiation, but I'm going to go ahead and grab the early fold space, which seems to be pretty important in Rise of Ix. Not that there aren't other options I'm sure you can do, but for now, that's kind of what I'm focusing on, just to try to unlock interstellar shipping. Definitely still don't really know what I'm doing with the shipping track, when the best time is to activate it, when to prioritize it, when to let it go. A lot of the time, it's not really available even to be used, which kind of makes me feel like I have to go to these spaces when I can, because often I can't. So it's an interesting thing to try to figure out. Looks like I'm going to be able to... Okay, great. So I'm going to be able to use a dagger and go up here to tech negotiation. That's going to bring me up to 5 persuasion, which could be nice. It's going to get me a tech negotiator as well. Obviously, the main reason it's nice is that I have nothing else that I can do. I wouldn't have any Solari to go to any of these other Landsrad spots, so going to the tech negotiation is a lot better than nothing. I'm also not involved in the conflict, so, you know, revealing the daggers doesn't do anything for me right now. Right. Well, all I can do is gain a negotiator, obviously. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And like I said, I'm going to have 5 persuasion. We'll see what's left. I'm going to be the second player to reveal. Now, the good news for me is that next round, I should be able to do fold space into interstellar shipping. Because I'll have the Seek allies to send to fold space and the signet ring to go to shipping. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to actually trigger the signet ring because I'm not going to have any spice. I mean, I guess I could take the spice from triggering the shipping, but I'm going to want that Solari, I think. Okay, interesting cards coming up here. Huh. This is really interesting. $5 to spend. Well, I think I do want this Ix Guild compact, so I'm going to go ahead and take that first and then see what pops up next. Oh my god. Jameis, Imperial Spy, and The Voice. You know what? I'm going to go with Jameis. I picked Jameis in a recent game, and I didn't really get much out of him, but I'm going to try again. I feel like it's a reasonable card. Infiltrating to Freeman spaces and trashing. So, like, that's something that I feel like I could potentially get some good mileage out of over the course of the game. It didn't really happen for me last time I picked him up, but you know, that doesn't mean it won't this time. Tessia takes the round 1 victory point. Sort through the chaos here. All right, let's follow through with this plan. We'll get that done. And then we'll go to shipping and I think just go up and straight back down, grab that Solari. I think that's probably the move. That'll leave me with 5, and then if I can get 2 from Wealth next round, that'll be enough for Swordmaster. Now, it's not going to be a guarantee that I can do that, but I do have 2 fold spaces and a diplomacy in my deck, so it should be doable, I think. I could use the Signet Ring here, or I could just use a Dune, the Desert Planet. It really doesn't make any difference because I'm not going to have the spice to trigger the Signet Ring anyway, because like I said, I'm not going to actually take the spice option. I'm going to take the Solari option. Holtzman engine now there in the tech offer. It does tempt me to actually go up 2. But I think I'm going to stick with what I initially planned, which is just go up, go right back down. I'm going to feed everybody else some Solari. They're going to be super happy about that. But that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have 3 on reveal, and it looks like I'm going to be picking up a Shifting Allegiances, which I'm not likely to have the free spice to use it early on, but that could be a pretty big deal later. All right, 3 big techs here now. Invasion ships coming in. Still have the shuttle fleet and the Holtzman engine up there. Obviously, those would be nice to get. But probably not going to happen for me anytime real soon. Yeah, I mean, that just seems like a pretty easy pickup given the options available for me. And honestly, part of the power of taking Shifting Allegiances is just making sure nobody else has it. Because it can be a real pain later in the game when someone else, you know, steals your alliance with it. So I'm going to hope to be able to do that myself. Wow, Treachery picked up early by Cold Snow. Reverend Mother Mahayam comes in to take its place. Ixian Engineer comes in here. I don't really see myself getting 3 techs this game with these giant expensive ones sitting there. All right, we've got piles of spice sitting here. Look at this, 3 on Imperial Basin, kind of crazy. Surely someone's about to take that. Probably both of these are about to get snapped up. Maybe even all 3 of these in a row. That could easily happen. Okay, Tessie goes to smuggling. Makes sense. She's going to jump up on the guild track now, unlocking interstellar shipping for herself. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate for me, given that I was kind of hoping to go to wealth myself. So now I might need to go to interstellar shipping again. Everybody here has tons of Solari, which means I'm not going to be able to pick up Swordmaster this round, unfortunately. Shuttle fleet picked up by Romber there. Interesting options here. I mean, this 3 spice I feel like I need to get. But it's crazy that interstellar shipping still seems potentially more attractive than that. But no, I've got to do this. I'll take the Freeman influence there. And I'll throw in 2 troops. I could use some Solari here. We'll see what I end up getting with it. I might even consider going to Hardy Warriors. So it looks like I'm going to be just using the reveal on this one to pick up some tech negotiators, since obviously I'm not going to be able to use it anymore. So I think I'm going to go to fold space. The question is, do I want to use the diplomacy or... sorry, not fold space. I think I'm going to go to still suits. I think I'm going to use the diplomacy here because there's a low chance that I'm going to pull a 2 persuasion card with the fold space. If I felt like I could, even then, it's just a Duncan, Idaho. So yeah, I think I'll do it this way. I am going to throw in one more because the more Solari I can get here, really the better. And it's possible that throwing in this 3rd one, I might still not get first place. Romber could have some swords on reveal. I don't have any swords on reveal. He could have an intrigue card. Whatever, I'm going to try because if I can get a couple extra Solari, that could end up saving me like some precious agent turns later. Okay, that's great news for me that Elisa decided to go to the High Council now, because it means that I am going to have an opportunity to pick up Swordmaster next round. I was really concerned because she was going to be first player next round and she had a bunch of Solari, so I was worried about getting locked out of Swordmaster for another couple of rounds. It looks like that's not going to happen. Romber, meanwhile, reveals 1 sword. Not quite enough, so it's going to come down to if he has an intrigue card, and if he does, then, you know, that's fine. Another Shifting Allegiances is here. So it turns out if I had used the fold space instead of the diplomacy, I could have picked up a 2nd Shifting Allegiances, which could have been pretty cool, but that's all right. I picked up the Arrakis Liaison instead. And the reason that I decided to use the diplomacy was to keep that fold space for another opportunity later. it increases the number of faction access cards I have in my deck for a future round. And obviously Fold Space is not just that, right? It can go anywhere on the board. So it's a very nice card to have available. And given that I didn't feel like I was going to get much value out of it that round, I decided it was better to keep it for a future round. But you never know what's going to be revealed. Okay, great news. I did win first place. I pick up 6 Solari. That's going to really help me a lot. That's going to fund my Swordmaster, High Council seat, maybe a Dreadnought, some Mentats. So we're off to the races here. Unfortunately, no. Yurayland got a bunch of Solari there as well. So you know what? Maybe I am going to get locked out of Swordmaster for another round, but you know, that's how it goes. We'll see, because there's 5 spice here. So we'll see what Romber decides to prioritize. What also depends what cards he draws. Does he go for the 5 spice? Does he go for the Swordmaster? He goes for the 5 spice. Okay, well that means I have to get my Swordmaster right now. I really don't want to risk missing on that here. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab it. Okay, I'm pleased with that. Elisa going really hard on this conflict. Wants to scare everybody else off it. Really wants to get that victory point and advance her lead. Where am I going to go with my fold space this round? So Jameis, I think, is going to be my 3rd agent play. With the fold space, well, I mean, I could just go ahead and grab the High Council, honestly. I think I'm just going to do that. Let's just collect the set this round. And then Jameis is safe to wait for last because he does have infiltration. And just like that, I am out of Solari. I could go to Hardy Warriors. If I wanted to try to pick up some more here. It doesn't feel like the best play to me. I think it's going to be still suits. Instead, although there's an argument to be made to just pick up the troops and not even deploy them, just to have the troops available, because I am out. And even if I throw in 1, it looks like that'll get me 2 Solari. And I could use some Solari, right? I've only got 1 left. Wouldn't be a bad thing to have some for Mentat. Don't know if I'll pick up a Dreadnought this game. I'm considering whether it's worth throwing in 2 troops. She does still have an agent left, so she could potentially overmatch me, but I'm not sure if that's what she's looking to do this round. Okay, I'm going to do Hardy Warriors. I'm going to trash this dagger. And 1 or 2. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do 2. Oh, I've got like an eyelash in my eye. It's kind of driving me nuts. Okay, she goes to smuggling, which I was kind of thinking she might. So that 2 might be enough for 4 Solari, second place. Maybe not. We'll see what she has to reveal. I have nothing good to reveal. I do have 6 persuasion to reveal. Yeah, you don't want those swords, do you? Romber picks up shifting allegiances. Okay, I got to try to remember that he has that. Well, Reverend Mother Mohayim, come on over. You are a welcome addition to my organization. 2 swords. Okay, so unfortunately, it looks like we're going to tie for second there. We're both going to get 2 Solari, so my 1 troop, it's not wasted. It does deny her 2 Solari. But unfortunately, it doesn't get me what I wanted. But I do get 2. Okay, here's a shifting allegiances. I kind of feel like interstellar shipping is a good first move here. I have 3 tech negotiators. I should remember that. So right now, if I were to go to tech negotiation, I could actually buy a Holtzman engine. That's pretty interesting. But I'm going to hang on to that as a potential option. I think I'm better off getting this done right now. I'm going to advance twice and go ahead there. Could be a good round for Mentat as well. I kind of like the idea of picking up that Holtzman engine, if I can. Draw a card at the start of every round, worth a victory point if you have at least 2. The spice must flow. I don't have any right now, but with an extra card draw, should be doable, I think. Where would I want to go with shifting allegiances right now? I could get the Freeman Alliance. could be worth doing. Another option is I could drop down here and get the Guild Alliance. God, this eyelash in my eye is killing me, man. It's killing me, man. I'm going to do this. So my thought process with this, like, honestly, I think I'd rather have the water than the 3 Solari at this point. So sort of regretting it in that sense. But the reason I did it is that I do have Jameis, who can infiltrate 2 Freeman spots. So I have I still have a chance to get this alliance, even with losing that influence. Whereas this guild one, I think that was the only way I was going to get it. That was the thought process. I would really like to pick up this guild bankers if I get a chance, because I am going to go ahead and you know what? I actually, maybe I'll just go to Dreadnought. I do have the Solari, and I've got enough that I can afford the Holtzman engine without this discount, and the extra persuasion I don't think is going to really matter. So let me get this Dreadnought. Let's make use of my little discount here. We'll grab this. And this would be pretty helpful in terms of, obviously just getting Spice Must Flow is good, but it's going to help me activate the victory point out of that Holtzman engine. Now, we'll see if it's still there by the time my reveal rolls around. They're really fighting hard over this one. I'm not super interested in Bounty Hunter. Truthsayer would be fine, I guess. Actually, it would be pretty nice. It would be pretty nice because I do need the Emperor and Bene Gesserit point. So having access to both those spaces would be cool, but I think the Guild Bankers is more important for me right now. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I really liked this Chom Delegate the last time that I had him, but it's going to be Liaison here. I need Spice Must Flows. Whoa. Big ol' Kwisatz Haderach is here. It's probably a little bit late for it to be hugely impactful, but if somebody's able to pick it up, maybe they get something out of it. Okay, I've got a bit of an issue with resources here. Okay. Well, that could get me some spice. Round 7 is coming up next. I've got to think about that. Got to think about picking up Spice Must Flow if I can. I would really like to be able to use that signet ring as well. Huh. Spy satellites could be good as well if I don't want to get those points. That's an interesting thing to consider too. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to go to shipping and we'll see if I have enough time to actually do this stuff. Okay. We did some stuff. We did some stuff. It looks like I'm going to be able to pick up that Freeman Alliance, which is pretty nice. Mentat is blocked. I wasn't going to do it anyway. Now, as far as getting Spice Must Flow, it looks like it's not going to happen this round, unfortunately. I think I need to send the Reverend Mother to Wealth to grab the Emperor point. Or maybe not. Maybe I wait for another Signet Ring activation to pick that one up. I could send her to Secrets as well. An Intrigue card wouldn't necessarily go amiss. I mean, honestly, the reveal is pretty good. I don't need to do Jameis right now, but I do need to think about his shifting allegiances. Let's say, where is he? He could lose one here, jump up there. You know what? I'm going to do it that way. And that's going to open me up to grab some spice here, potentially. Let's lose this dagger. I think just the Dreadnought here. I don't think I want to overdo it. And we're going to kind of wait and see what's available. Because there's an argument to using the Reverend Mother to grab the Emperor point, for example, or to go to Secrets. Either one. But revealing her to pick up spice could be good as well. because, yeah, I think that's going to be the play. I think what I'm going to do is send Dune the Desert Planet to the Great Flat, pick up 4 spice. That brings me to 5. I'm then going to reveal the Reverend Mother. That brings me to 7 spice. I'm going to have enough for Hayliner next round. Doesn't look like anybody else will. Hopefully that gets me a 2-point conflict victory. I'm gonna get 2 negotiators out of this Ix Guild compact, which is not that exciting, really. But I think that's the play. Let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going to hold those troops back for next round. So in terms of the reveal, do I want this Sardaukar Legion? Might be good for picking me up this Emperor point. But it's not good for getting me Spice Must Flow. And I really do need Spice Must Flow. I need to get 2 before this game is over to get my point out of the Holtzman engine. I have 0 right now. So I'm not too sure about that. Something to note here, you can see at the bottom of the Arrakis Liaison, there's that little ×5 there. So they finally fixed the reserve cards to be limited the way they're supposed to be, just like in the physical board game. Whoa, what's happening here? Do I have to worry about this? I guess I do, because he's going to win this, go up again. Then on his next round, he's going to go there and steal it from me. It looks like that's what's going to happen. Don't love that. I'm honestly tempted by this Bene Gesserit Initiate, because that's a great card. It's a great card to send to Mentat or to Interstellar Shipping. Do I want that Sardaukar Legion? You know what? I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this. I'm going for the the Spice Must Flow power-up. Now, adding those cards to the deck does reduce my chances of drawing the Guild Bankers, which is what, I really need. But on the other hand, it's going to give me more persuasion on average. All right, well, looks like I'm going to take second place in this conflict. That's going to be worth an intrigue card and a spice. Never mind. Never mind. how did she do that? Signet ring to Imperial Basin. Okay. She went to Imperial Basin, I guess. That's how she did it. Okay. Well, third place then. Third place, so it's an entry card or a spice, which is a little bit sad. I was looking forward to getting both. But it's going to have to be the entry card, obviously. Now, what I would really like for Tessia to actually win this conflict somehow with one of her intrigue cards to prevent Romber from... Yeah, it's not going to happen. Well, it could still happen with an intrigue card. But I really don't want Romber to come at me here, which it seems like he's planning to do. He does have other places to get points, like here and here. Has he picked up the spy satellites? No. He's probably considering it. Oh, okay. He's not coming after the Guild Alliance after all. That's good news. Okay. Could come in handy. Not super excited that it's that. It's really not ideal for me. Okay. Bypass protocol. What do you get? What are you grabbing? Puts it on top of her deck. Yeah. Well, she just played a Bene Gesserit card. I wonder if she has a way to draw that and play it this round. Right, well, I can't go to Hayliner right now, even if I had wanted to. So what do I want to do instead? I'm thinking that maybe selective breeding is what I need to do to try to get myself enough persuasion for a Spice Must Flow this round. There's also Mentat. No, Mentat's gone. Mentat is gone. I really do wonder about those spy satellites. I mean, it's worth 2 points for me right now. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to trash the fold space itself. All right, so it looks like I am going to pick up a Spice Must Flow, which is good news. Second place would honestly be just as good as first for me in this round. Don't know if I'll be able to get it. Probably going to have the guild bankers next round. I might kind of want to pick up some water so that I can fund like a research station to draw a bunch of cards the round I get guild bankers. So I can get water either by sending Jameis to Still Suits, which is probably the best choice to try to protect that alliance. And or I could go to Siege Tabor. Again, I'm thinking about this Reverend Mother. Do I want to send her to Secrets? Or do I want to hang on to her for the reveal? And get my spice back up to 6. The thing is, next round, I'm not going to be able to get to Hayliner anyway, which is probably an issue for me. I do have these 2 negotiators. I think this is the move. See what this does for me. Come on, something good. Private army. Well, you never know. You never know, could come in handy. So when I send Jameis, I can throw in, you know, the Dreadnought if I want, which, you know, I might as well. There's no reason not to do it. Maybe with this combination of stuff, I actually have a chance of getting first or second here. Maybe. It's kind of too bad that I have to use the Jameis in that case, because his extra 2 swords could end up being kind of important. But I need to get that water, I think, to try to be able to go to research station next round. But is it worth that. Do I have any other interesting options? I don't really think so. I'm going to go this way. Is there anything worth trashing? Do I actually trash Jameis right now? Could trash a Dune the Desert Planet. I don't need it. All right, so I've got Spice Must Flow available. I can second wave these two troops in as kind of a surprise. Then Private Army. Potentially. I'm going to get 2 more tech negotiators. We'll see if they end up ever doing anything for me. The Chawmurky could be good. Someone did pick up the spy satellites. Who was that? Elisa Ikaz picked up the spy satellites. What's her situation? Okay, so she just bought it so that she can buy another victory point from it, basically. She also picks up the Chawmurky. What else do we got? Troop transports. Could be interesting. I don't love what's going on there. Okay, so if Tessia wins this conflict, she can afford to buy 2 victory points. She has the spice available to buy a victory point. So that's 1 the spice must flow, right? I think I just have 1. There's 1. That's it. So I need to buy another one next round. Hopefully I can get 2. Okay. Interesting. What? No! Oh, that's fucking brutal! I can't use my second wave anymore. Oh, that sucks. What just happened? Cannon turrets, each opponent. God damn. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that. Wow. Oh, God damn it. I was really excited about getting a victory point there. All right, didn't happen. It's Battle for Carthag. And I don't have the spice to take me to... Well, I can't go to Hayliner anyway. What can Shifting Allegiances do for me? Okay, I didn't get the Guild Bankers, which I really need to get. So I need to draw cards. Probably this is a good time to get Mentat. I also kind of need a water. So that I can go to research station and try to get myself a bunch of cards that, who knows, maybe I can even buy 3 The Spice Must Flow? Is that a thing that can happen? I've got this dangling Emperor point that's going to be hard for me to pick up right now. So the Shifting Allegiances could be used just for that. Or it could be used... I could kind of risk my Freeman Alliance to take the Bene Gesserit Alliance. That's another option. All right, Mentat gets taken, unfortunately. I think in that case, then, maybe what I need to do is send Bene Gesserit Initiate to Arrakeen. The Signet Ring also can get me that point. That kind of makes me want to... I also have this as an option. Well, interstellar shipping is gone. I'm tempted to actually use the Shifting Allegiances right now. I don't really like telegraphing that, though. But if I don't do it now, I might not get another chance. Imperial Basin's the only place I can really go with this, which kind of sucks. It's also Persuasion I'm kind of losing, but... Okay, I'm just going to do it. We'll see if this pays off. So we're going to go down with the Freeman. We're going to go up with the Bene Gesserit. That's also going to get me another Intrigue card. Let's hope I get a good one. Put in the Dreadnought. Oh, the stupid timer. Wow. Put in the Dreadnought. Okay, fine. I've got a lot of combat cards here. I might have a shot at this conflict. I might have a shot at it. So what I'd like to do now is Bene Gesserit Initiate to Siege Tabor, so that I can get my second water, draw a card, then go to Signet Ring to Research Station, get the Emperor point, draw a bunch of cards, hopefully get 2 or 3 Spice Must Flows, hopefully win the conflict with all of this stuff. There's a chance at this right now. Currently sitting on 3 alliances. I have 4 tech negotiators. Nothing really that I can do with them, unfortunately. Okay. So that's a pretty vulnerable spot. I could easily lose that alliance. All right, well, let's continue with the plan. There's the guild bankers. Let's just throw it all in. Why mess around? Nobody else has the water to go to research station, which is pretty nice. I think I've got a decent chance of being able to buy 2 Spice Must Flows here. Oh, I would love to win a game. I'd love to win my first ranked game. I feel like it's possible. I feel like it's possible. There's a lot of victory points that I could potentially end up with this round. What does that do? That could be a challenge to my alliance here. It could be a challenge to my alliance here. Could be a challenge to my alliance here. It's going to be one of those 3. So it's going to depend on whether she wants water, an intrigue card, or Solari. I guess I would want an intrigue card if I were her. Yeah. That makes sense. So that's extremely vulnerable right there. Romber is the only one that has an agent left to potentially go there. Does he have it? Does he have it? I guess he doesn't have it. He has it. Oh, the suspense on that was pretty harsh. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and continue with my plan here. What do we get? Give me persuasion. There's some persuasion. There's some more persuasion. That's going to be enough for 2 Spice Must Flows, which is great. That'll get me my point with the Emperor, which is also very nice. That's going to be the end of the turn. All right, so I did lose that alliance. Let's hope I just don't lose another one, because I do have 2 more that are vulnerable. There are shifting allegiances out there. Okay, she gets herself the point there. I'm feeling pretty good about this with all of this strength. 2 Spice Must Flows. That's also going to get me the point with the Holtzman engine. So I should end up with at least 11 points. If I can win this, maybe it's 13. Okay, no swords on Elisa Ikaz. That's good news. Look at all the techs over here, though. What exactly is going on? Okay, just the artillery there in terms of combat techs. Cashes in the spy satellites for a point. All right. 6 swords for Romber. That's pretty nice. Okay, I have no text to use. 2 Spice Must Flows coming right up. That is... Yes. Yes! Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That feels very good. What doesn't feel great is all these tech negotiators that are just sitting there, but whatever. All right, so she does have some on reveal. Hopefully she doesn't have a way of throwing more troops into the conflict. There are definitely some intrigue cards out there. Romber has 3. Okay, so I'm going to start with the second wave for +2. Because that puts me in the lead, and we'll see if anybody else has anything. Just for the maximum suspense here. Aha! There's +4. What was the, that was also an endgame intrigue, right? What was that? If you have 10 Solari or more. Okay, she didn't have it. Okay, let's go with the ambush now. That's going to put me just 1 ahead of Tessia. We'll see if that does it. 15. Okay, I'm good. Oh, come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it feels good. I've got 1 more point as well sitting in this Holtzman engine. Hopefully nobody has any endgame intrigue cards. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, choose a location to control with my dreadnought. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Oh, plans within plans. Okay, well. And Grand Conspiracy. Does that do anything? Here's Corner the Market. How much is that worth? 1-1. Yes! Oh, thank you so much. Sylvain, I'm so happy. Oh, yes. Well, Cantwalla. Congratulations, man, but I didn't say you could kiss me. No. Oh, what the hell? Oh, thank you, Sylvain. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Albert, you got anything to say? Yeah, I guess you did all right this game. You didn't completely like you've been doing, so I suppose congratulations are in order. Good work, and, keep it up. Keep it up. We're sick of you, being total so it's nice that you're actually decent for a change. Well, I guess I appreciate that, Albert. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, it feels so good. Ugh. Ooh. I knew I had it in me. It was a matter of time. You got to give these people a chance. You got to let them win some games so they'll keep playing. If you beat them every time, people will stop playing with you. You got to throw them a bone every once in a while. All right. Well, that felt good. It felt really good to win one. So that's my first ranked game victory here. Well played from everybody else. Cold Snow, Ballo Air, Yuelan. It was a really fun game. I think it was kind of back and forth. Everybody had some good moves. And Oh, I'm just riding a high. After a couple of rough games, I gotta say it feels good to win. Ever since Rise of X came out, my win rate has definitely dropped. I felt like I was getting pretty good at base game. Definitely still had a lot to learn there, and I don't want to give up on the base game either, because like I said, that's a different game and it has its own strategies and its own learning curve, and I wasn't at the top of that. So, but jumping to Rise of X, I mean, it's a whole new learning curve for me for sure. And I'm definitely still figuring it out, still kind of struggling a little bit. And so it's nice to get a victory here, and it's even sweeter than it's in ranked mode. So let's go ahead and click continue here, and I want to see what happens with my stars. Bing, bing, bing. Wait, I'm still in bronze? Okay, I thought that would advance me to silver, so I have to actually get another star once already being full, I guess, to get to silver. Is that right? Oh, no, here we go. Yes. Yeah. Oh, all right. Silver rank achieved. Well, that's fun. Okay, so 5 stars to get to the next rank. Wow. It's amazing how much these little things can matter, right? It just feels so good. So I can't drop below silver anymore, so that's really nice. All right. Well, oh boy. Queue opens again. Should I drop right into another one? Anyway, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but that's going to do it for this video. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Throw me a like if you like what I'm doing here. Let me know in the comments how you enjoyed that game. How did you feel about it? I felt good about it. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can do that by becoming a member. You can click the join button down below for information on that. Thank you so much to all of my members. Your support means a lot, and it's helping me improve the channel as we go. You see, I got these sound effects and stuff. I'm able to, do those kinds of upgrades because of the support of members and all of the viewers. So thanks so much, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to tune in live Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.